I have a feeling I can guess already from that conversation.
We're
I
in,
mean,
I'm not here.
we're in time loops where Julian is a key to a wellspring of power. The Beast wants Julian to open that wellspring so the Beast gets the power.
And I'm not
Okay.
here to ask questions. Sad face.
I mean, Jeff, you can ask questions, but Gale wouldn't know it.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm not gonna bother.
While they're talking, can I look over the body?
Oh yeah, you look at it. It looks like a very realistic, essentially flesh golem. You see, there's no like stitched together parts or anything. It's just like a seamless, like body, but there's no organs inside, and the blood seems fake.
Well,
just ask the other players. Because I'm not gonna tell you anything. They'll have to explain it to you.
God damn it.
That's fascinating.
Just ask them. Seth.
Why the fuck is he a cat?
I
don't know.
It's a giant puppet.
He's the giant puppet. He's a cat.
He's a cat wizard.
What? He's a cat wizard. He is Dorian, the headmaster. Somehow.
I mean, I gathered, but like, why?
I don't know. I'm sure everyone would have accepted a cat as a principal. Like, it's magic.
He says, I was awakened, as a cat, and I became a very powerful wizard. Ta-da! And he kind of holds his paws in the air, and like little sparkers like fly around.
All right.
He says, our hope this go around was to try to get you strong enough to wield the blade somehow.
And how'd that go? By making me go to school for 4 months?
He says, it was all we could think to do. We're kind of running out of ideas.
It's been 40 times and you're out of ideas.
Having sort of proper, serious training and actually filling him in and trying to fill in other people that he hangs out with, you know, so...
He says, we tried that too!
What happened to that attempt?
He says, well, you guys all just wanted to go right away and you all died.
Nice.
Because...
What have I been doing for those 40 loops?
He says, well, a lot of the time, Julian makes different friends.
Okay.
A lot of the he kind of looks around at all of you and he says, some of you keep appearing and some of you keep disappearing. Many of you have died in random timelines, and sometimes
I even existed in a different timeline in this school, or is this the first time?
He says, you were in every single one except for one of them.
What about me? And did I cut my arm off every time?
He says, you definitely cut your arm off every time, but I don't think you're always around. In fact, I think you've only been around twice. I don't think I know who you are.
What?
What if we trap him here while we're in the Feywild?
He says, he would be able to go back. That's... We've tried a lot of things in the past.
Have you tried, like, banishing him from somewhere permanently? Banning him from somewhere?
He says,
barring the way.
He has very special spells sort of in place to sort of do a lot of weird shit with his ability to lock between worlds.
So, why not try trigger those spells so they're wasted, and he can't proc them in time and lock him out, and probably try to disable those works he does have?
He says, the beast is more powerful than any of us, more powerful than me, and more powerful, and then he points to Julian and says, than the Blossom Lady.
Then why not we all work together using all of our power gathered together, which is probably stronger than the Mothman, fuck him over.
We've tried that
Wait,
before.
does the Mothman get his power from anywhere? Is there like any physical thing he gets power from?
He shakes his head, he says, to get more into sort of more of a long-winded explanation, the Feywild is governed by two forces, the Summer Court and the Winter Court. The reason the beast is so powerful was because he ate the god that was in charge of the Winter Court.
So
Cool.
I
And
need
So
to go
we
eat
need
the other
to
one. I'm
eat.
eating the other one.
The summer god.
He says, well, that would be a great thing to do, except that the summer god he also sealed away.
Why are we stealing everyone away?
We unseal him, and maybe eat the rest of the court if we have to.
He says, 3 tries ago, we did that, and it almost worked.
What happened?
He says, the summer god, we didn't eat him, that might be something we could consider, but he was able to give us his blood, which made one of you strong enough to use the knife.
The eating might grant more power.
What
Have
if
you
we
tried
did
thinking-
that again, but did it better?
He says, that would be a great idea, that was kind of the plan. He says,
Okay.
And
but I was
How-
kind of hoping we wouldn't have to do that, because... Well,
in Fold's going there. What happens if we get some of Mothman's blood and drink that so we have his power?
he says,
Somehow.
if we got close enough to drink the Mothman's blood, he would kill us.
No, he won't. This is a trial and a half.
That's a lot of try.
What about that watch thing?
Yeah, that
Oh yeah,
watch.
the watch! He says, the beast has, basically, he shares some of the time manipulation abilities that the summer lady has. And he can stop time instantaneously. But that watch, is a way to sort of counteract it for a set amount of seconds.
Hey, Mr. Dorian, do we get reception to like the real world in here?
Dorian nods.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna go make a phone call.
Let's call a party from Lightfall. They'll do it.
Alicia is gonna call her dad and like.
Hold up, I gotta make a call.
Nah, Julian's like walking over and he's just sitting on the stairs at this point,
We need the
rubbing
18.
his head.
Oh my
Any
god!
plans
If the
you have?
Lightfall party came back to fight this, just them all a little older.
Coming like a freaking minivan.
Oh, fucking Gary driving in the van.
Or Richard.
The mystery crew.
No, Richard needs to be driving. Yeah.
What if we could separate the winter chick from him?
Yeah, what happens if we somehow revive the god he ate and revoke that power?
He says, that isn't... He basically... The Feywild is sort of this jumble between, the god of summer, who was sort of this, like, order and law being named Umber, and this chaotic summer being named Ember. When the beast ate Umber, he sort of became the new god of winter.
So we, in turn, revive the old god, revoking his power.
He says, well, no, we can't do that because that god doesn't... It's dead. It's gone.
Spellbound.
Have you tried making the loop earlier than Mothman did the eating?
He says, that was centuries ago.
Oh, fair point.
Boy.
Let's just try and get stronger, and then get strong enough so that we remember when the loop gets reset. If someone doesn't remember, just remind them about everything somehow.
I mean, well, can you store people? Can you store people's memories and shit?
Yeah. Do that. and
The
toss that out.
cat nods. He says, we can do that, but they would go away when we reset the loop.
Are you able to bring things through the loop?
No, we're not. It resets to the exact moment.
Hmm.
Maybe we could get Blossom Lady to.
Then our only hope is to get stronger then.
How do you tell that you're strong enough to remember the things from the loop?
He says, you reach a
And it-
certain amount of magical power. He says, the more magic that flows through a person's body, the stronger they become. But if it isn't paced well enough, it can be too much for them and they can become an Arcanad.
I mean, I can't really use magic unless I'm surrounded by the right stuff. So, you know. That method's useless.
Is there any way to
I'm
get
magical.
stronger right now? Any magic pill? Can I eat Leku and become him and me as one stronger?
And then I eat
Leku,
Julian.
is it you?
Well, I'm eating you, you're not eating me.
He says,
And I'm eating
he
him.
says, several times Leku was the only one strong enough to wield the knife.
Wait,
Up you
what?
go, Leku, go grab the knife.
The
Why
cat,
don't
the cat
remember this
swats your
Leku?
hand with his tail, and he says, "You're not. I mean, you can try, but it was only after drinking the blood. Sometimes
What
drinking the
blood?
blood wasn't enough."
Blood from the fake, dude.
Okay.
He says, "One time Julian drank the blood, and it wasn't enough to make him strong enough to wield the blade, so Leku had to do it."
Why did you think I'd be strong enough now walking in?
He says, "Well, I had to try it."
You had to try it. Maybe I should kill you, take you out of the question. Mr. Tries everything.
So if this is the case, I'm guessing we're pulling everything we have then. Otherwise, cost of death.
Yeah.
Tell me, Dorian, how many times have I told them?
Told them what?
Have I?
Have you what?
This isn't amazing, like I'm gonna kick your ass.
I pull out my my teacher's old man's wand. Does this help any?
He says,
I pull out my wand. What about this?
all
for-
wizards have wands, Leku. But that is, and he kind of looks, he says, that is a different wand than you normally possess. How did... He says, the loop starts on the first day of school. How did you...
You said the equation always changes. Maybe something changed before the loop started type thing.
He says, well, that's not how it works. When the loop starts, that's when we change something.
Maybe he's had the wand the whole time?
Yeah.
He's just sensitive about the wand.
Well, I suppose you didn't see the wand. You had your eyes. May I speak to you alone? Well, okay. You know what?
The Lauren thing might not work here, dude.
You all have to make me a promise, at least.
We're dead in a month, it doesn't matter.
Not like we're gonna remember, like
Same, brother.
I mean, if we do remember it, I will keep it a secret, like, sheesh.
Even if we win, I doubt we'll remember everything because it will cost us our lives.
I mean, if it doesn't, that's good.
I don't know. I like our chances.
Yeah, sure. I'm sure we did 10 times ago.
Dorian, are there any books in here on necromancy?
He says, there are.
Well, I may know a way for me to get stronger. Honestly, it's why I came.
How does necromancy
Says-
help us?
He says, the problem is that we don't have a lot of time.
Well, I have a way to... Fuck it. I'm a necromancer. And Leku kind of tenses up and inspecting a bad retort.
The fuck's a necromancer?
so necrophiliac.
The
fuck's a necrophiliac?
Why are you diddling corpses?
Wait, what?
Elliot kind of takes a step away from Leku, and Dorian says, you know that necromancy is strictly forbidden at this academy, Leku.
Do you want to go all out and die again, or are you willing to hear me out?
All's fair in war, as I say.
is
We need everything
Exactly.
we can get.
I'm willing to commit war crimes to win this baby.
Well, it's
I'm
not
willing
like
to
if
eat
we
Leku
lose,
to win.
it-
I mean, I'm willing to literally, if we find the tree what connects realms, I forgot its name already, I'm willing to destroy that cunt, if that helps us win.
What's Dorian reacting to this like?
He's giving you like just a real stink eye, but at this point, it doesn't seem like it really affects him at all.
Okay.
Just not give Julian the fucking
So,
doesn't show up next loop.
like he's murdered the first day of school by Dorian.
Here, I'll go and make the Leo Blade public.
What?
We ain't strong enough for that bad boy.
go play.
Creature of an epic level.
Damn.
Okay. Plus 10 to attack, has 12 charges, yeah.
Also, I
30
hate to ask you,
D10.
but can I be here now, or should I go? For a while?
Yeah,
just will
sure.
not matter.
Gale can pick it up.
Well, no. I want to ask questions, but also I'm probably gonna have to go eat dinner soon.
You are allowed to ask questions. The DM said that. It just
Yeah, you're allowed to be Jeff and ask questions, but Gale can't know anything that happens in this room.
Okay. How many times have I killed everyone indirectly?
Oh well, no, you can't ask that. Like I thought you were gonna ask me a question. You can't ask Dorian a question.
Exactly. That's what I want to ask. If anything.
Right, an
So-
excellent question to ask. Really helps us
Okay.
win.
You
this.
guys can keep fluffing around. I'm gonna try and get this body working.
So, Dorian, I've never mentioned that before, have I?
Dorian looks. He says, "No."
No.
Well, shit.
You learn something new every cycle.
So, all states are out, I suppose?
He says, yeah, the cat's kind of out of the bag at this point."
Can't get it because you're a cat.
I leave the room laughing very sarcastically.
You just walk out.
Yeah, I just leave. Just
Alright.
I'm going to offer Elliot like some puffs of my blunt to see if that helps him calm down.
I kind of needed to ask Julian something, but well, everyone here, I suppose. If we are to die, would it be alright if I bring you back?
I don't give a fuck. Like, if I die, you can do whatever you want with my body. Like, you could even, like, sell my shell if you wanted, if I died.
Don't fucking touch my body
The
with.
thing is, it's going to be very painful.
As long as does my spirit get tethered back to this vessel?
Yes.
Fuck it. I'll just harass you.
The only issue with my current way I can do it is you'll be bound to your body and you'll feel every moment of decay. But
I feel like I could restore my body if you revive me somehow.
you might not have any kind of free will, and you'll be forced to obey any command I give, even if it's a command by accident.
Ah. Just be careful.
I'll do my best. Like, I swear, if I bring you back, I'll do my best to never issue any kind of command. Because free will is one of the most important things there is. The reason why I want to do this for my own reasons, apart from not wanting to die, is I can make necromancy better. I'm going to make necromancy better.
Is that even a possibility?
Well,
I mean, what is necromancy and why is it bad?
Well, if the whole bringing you back through every agony of decay doesn't give it away, a necromancer usually, he looks back at Dorian, considering he knows this very well. A necromancer usually brings back the dead and binds them to his word, forcing them to do every kind of evil possible. I don't know. Necromancy tends to be evil. That's the fucking summarization.
Dorian says, "So, take this away. We only have so long until the beast comes here and kills us all.
Again.
Before that happens, the plan is to go to the Feywild, 8 people, and try to kill him." He gestures with his head to the desk with the Leo blade.
Okay, so is there like some like magic SEAL Team 6 we can send?
We are that team.
I guess.
Generally, yeah.
The cat says, "When we send someone the beast doesn't want, the beast just evades them and doesn't fight them. Or kills them."
What a bitch.
Would it evade us?
He
If
says, "Not if we had
Julian.
Julian.
if Julian isn't there with us type thing.
Then the beast would kill Julian."
I mean, if we put Julian somewhere safe, there has to be.
There's nowhere safe we could put him that the beast wouldn't be able to get to.
Pardon me.
I mean, so far he's been not so successful with his attempts getting in here.
He says that he's never been successful this early, but in the winter he's the strongest, and he will come eventually.
Ah,
Well, anyway, I'm gonna go just have a breakdown.
Elliot says, "I'm gonna go with you." He kind of wheedles between the bars of the balcony and just flops onto the landing and just goes down the stairs.
Hey,
Well, this has been both enjoyable and informative.
What the fuck are we supposed to do?
Dorian's just sitting there like, well, here we go again.
I
No one
need to
has,
catch up with
well, except Dorian. Dorian's
Julian,
I
where are you headed?
I'm in this room.
I would probably be heading back to see what Miriam's up to before enacting shit.
Question is, are we gonna go through another time loop?
I'm going to try chase after
The
fucking
loops,
Julian.
brother. The loops.
Well, I left at a quick pace. I was.
Yeah, I know. But that's what I mean. Like, I left last, but I'm going to be like sprinting down the stairs. If I have to, I'll roll down the stairs in my shell.
Where are you going?
I'm chasing Julian down.
Julian left a while ago.
Yeah, I know. So I have loads of ground to cover and trying to find him.
I'm gonna go collect parts. I got some things I want to start building.
I'm into the house, obviously on 4 hit points. Like, if you asked Julian how he was going out of, like, 1 to 34, he'd be doing about a 4. That's how he feels right now.
Sounds a bit salty.
Hey man,
Yeah,
didn't accept me.
I forgot to heal him. Forgot to do my job.
Drew, it ain't your job.
I mean, ain't your job to do healing either.
Like,
Hey, I'm a bard.
It's your job to play music. My job to transform into animals.
it's like whose job to bring everyone back to life, I suppose.
I just sit and lean up against the chair. See what she's doing.
You see she's pacing around holding the book, and you see in her hand she has this like small wooden block.
Huh.
And she's looking around all these scattered papers, all these different like arcane symbols on them, like frantically. Or not frantically, but like worriedly.
Concerned.
Yeah, kind of just kicking the carpet under my feet.
Figures out that we're in a time loop by herself.
Right? Like he's considering like whether or not he should tell her, or if it's better off not knowing.
We've died
So,
39 times.
Did you figure it out yet, Miriam?
She kind of jumps when you say that, and she says, "Oh, and she kind of walks over to you and says, "I've been reading this all day, and I already knew that there's a certain set ways to sort of get rid of or kill an Arcanad. They're sort of corporeal creatures. They can be killed, but they're very powerful, and that's usually very unsuccessful to try to fight them head on. But there exists a thing called an Arcanad box, and she kind of holds up this like wooden block, and it's basically like this solid wooden coffin with sort of like symbols carved into it. She says there's a very simple charm where you just repeat the words "I bind you," holding the box, and it traps the Arcanad inside, and they become fused with the wood, and they can't break out. But I can't use any of those. And she kind of tosses the box onto the couch. She says, "So I've devised sort of a counter charm to try to bring it back from being an Arcanad."
Seeing the box, do I remember seeing anything remotely like it in Dorian's office?
Yeah, they're actually you like are surprised to remember that there was just a box that looked exactly like that just in his office, sitting on one of his desks.
He's an Arcanad.
Yeah, kind of like just listening to her, but obviously not overly attentive as I just stare at the box.
Go ahead and make an insight check. Ooh, okay, yeah. You think that having the box in his office is essentially like equivalent to like a real teacher like having like a gun in their desk or something? It's like if an Arcanad ever becomes a problem, it's just there as like a safety thing to like just deal with an Arcanad.
I don't think that is the box he is in. That's the immediate Julian would jump to. Just he's in the box. The dude's got him in his office.
What's the box?
Basically, you can create these boxes, and then you basically seal an Arcanad inside, and then the box like contains it.
Does it look any different when it is contained?
She says, all the symbols on it sort of light up.
Where the one is in his office lit up?
No, it wasn't.
He kind of sighs at that.
What are you suggesting, Alex?
Yeah, he kind of looks at the book and he's like, so how powerful are Arcanads?
She says, when you become an Arcanad, your body sort of deteriorates and you become purely magical. Most people become an Arcanad because they tried a spell that was too powerful for them, and the spell usually reverberates throughout them and sort of twists them. It's a very experimental and untapped sort of field, but it's complicated. She kind of looks at you and says, but they are extremely powerful and apparently very dangerous.
Stronger than Mothman?
She kind of looks down and she says, I don't know about that.
I'm not sure if we should stay here.
She kind of looks at you confused.
A lot's gonna happen soon, Miriam.
She says, what do you mean?
The Blossom Lady said that it's happening. And we went to see Dorian, who's apparently a cat, in his office.
She says, what?
He's a cat. His body was like a golem he made out of flesh. He's just sitting up there this whole time.
She says, Julian, are you feeling okay?
He is like, if he could lose any more color in his face, he has lost it.
Yeah, you're not looking super hot. You've got the burn mark still on your hand, and like your mind is still reeling from trying to touch it.
It's kind of like shaking somewhat. I think we should leave.
She puts a hand on your shoulder, and you regain 4 hit points.
Nice. A healthy 8. Level 1 for you. The Mothman's after me, Miriam. If I leave, then he has no reason to come here. And we're not strong enough to face him. I kind of gesture towards my toasted hand.
She kind of looks at it, she kind of holds it, and she says, What do you mean that... The Mothman would kill you, though?
He wouldn't know where I am. And if no one else knows where I am, then... Well, he has no reason to come here.
She says, if he wouldn't know where you were, how would he know you were gone?
I can tell him.
She just looks at you confused.
I remind her that the sending spell exists. Where I can send a short message to someone I am familiar with.
Familiar whether positive or negative.
Yeah, I mean... And I can just cast non-detection on myself every day. Or every 8 hours and... make sure he can't detect me with any magic. Just, I don't know what to do, Miriam.
She just looks at you with a worried expression. She kind of like... She's still holding your hand that has the burn mark on it.
I am squeezing
She
about
looks
as
you-
hard as he probably can at this point. But it's not hard at all.
She says, I don't know either.
I even considered becoming an Arcanid to kill him just then, but I'm not even sure if that's powerful enough.
How many times have you tried that?
I don't know, I just don't know. I don't want to die again, Miriam. I don't want everyone else to die again.
She says, die again?
Look, the skeletons. He kind of looks away, trying to get her off of that.
She kind of has like an awe moment. She kind of looks down. At this point, Dante, Yertle, Leku, and Elliot probably would just show up into the door.
Julian.
Hi, Julian.
Miriam.
Fellas?
Howdy.
We have that thing we went to the library for, you know,
Yeah.
that to find out what you were. Laura.
Anyone want to come with me to figure out what I am? Why my blood's
I'm
important?
willing to
at least?
help. Yeah.
Well,
Sure,
you
we've
guys.
I've showed you guys 1,000 times, but hey.
You probably won't need me for that. I'm probably more useful if I get, you know, the
Yeah.
whole willpower when I'm in control kind of thing going.
It's okay. This type of blood stuff might be more up my alley with the thing. Or Dante's, because you're hacked.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to talk to my guy.
Yeah. Maybe ask him for
I'll
something
talk to
useful
my
for
people, you
once.
talk to
Don't
yours.
worry, I'll talk to my guys.
Just tell him that he needs to step it up this time.
Wait, who is Dante's thing? Is he powerful enough to remember loops?
All of a sudden, Dante passes out.
Oh no!
Ah, fuck! God damn it!
I'm gonna like catch his body type thing.
Alright,
Drop
take a
the
dexterity
dog.
check.
Oh fuck.
Don't fucking drop me.
That moment when the DM realizes, oh shit, I forgot something.
Oh shit! You pass out! Oh fuck, it's okay.
Dante, come join me in super secret DM secret time chat.
Unexpected. Ah,
So-
fuck. Ah, shit.
Ah,
Okay.
fuck, shit, that's not good.
Ah, okay. I'm good. That's just how I wake up.
That's just how I wake up.
He's right, I've watched him wake up for the past 4 months.
I'm alive again.
Never try and wake him up, you get a shiv.
Yeah, I always pull out a knife when I wake up.
Michelle only saved me twice.
So, Mothman's here.
Okay, so I talked to my guy. There is a lot of things we need to do.
Do how?
So, one thing in particular that he really, really wants done is that portal to the Feywild. That absolutely needs to be a thing that happens.
Why?
Really?
Because
Now?
he told me.
Like,
There is a
That-
chain of events that need to be set in motion.
but we don't have much power. Does your man realize that, right?
Oh, door ain't gonna open
Well, he did say a chain of events, so
What else does your
He
man want?
really just needs that portal done. That's like the big ticket item here.
are you sure this isn't a Mothman in disguise? Like wearing just a fake
Oh,
moustache?
I'm sure. I am quite sure. Or else I would probably be dead.
it. You're already dead.
Alright,
Oh,
don't
my-
get existential on here, buddy.
Julian, calm your farm before things get a bit gritty.
Get gritty. Get gritty.
Mate,
It's been gritty for
stay
years.
calm, stop.
But he's given me some very important information. So, literally, there is no other way to kill the beast without the knife.
The beast was
Wonderful.
done.
So we need that blade.
We need to
What-
go there to get strong enough.
Yes.
And I don't mean the German food.
He said that the blood idea is pretty much the way to go.
And if we don't make it to the blood because Mothman intervenes,
Then we would have to start the cycle over again.
And
and we don't remember about this, but don't get the chance to realize what's happening,
Most likely.
fuck's sake.
Just tell Dorian to fucking tell us from the get-go.
I did that whilst leaving, I think.
At this point, Gale walks back to the freshman house.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy.
There you go.
Hello.
This entire time, Miriam has looked incredibly confused.
Do I have a new arm, or is it completely normal now?
It's sort of wrapped in bandages. That's for up to you to decide.
I want a new arm just because I think it would look cool. Plus, it hopefully saves me
More
from.
new arms.
I was about to say, hopefully it saves me from
How many
losing my
times
some
have
other.
we gone in the loops?
The new arm gang.
How
This
many
is
times
like the loop. All the loops, someone has to, like, multiple people lose arms. Just
Hey,
arms,
guys.
not legs or anything, just arms.
Hey guys, what are you gathered for? And actually, in that note, I need to mention something, but
Yeah.
We're not gathered for much, we're just conveniently in the same area, currently. For the, like,
Obviously.
39th, attempt in a row.
I'm sorry, what?
What?
Huh?
39th attempt in a row.
You know, we're not
Well,
always all
explain-
together.
Okay, there's people in the room that don't know about this. It'd probably be easier just to explain it rather than to allude to it.
Oh yeah, we've been in a loop every time, so we've died 39-ish times. But the
Okay. This is an
Blossom
important
Lady
question. How many times have I opened the gate and killed everyone? Or well, not me.
you actually might have had nothing to do with
so
it. Like,
just bring
every
expedition
time
jump so
portals-
everyone's caught up. Let's do this.
Let's do what?
Yeah.
Big expedition dump so everyone's caught up.
Are we going to assume
So,
this is being done,
every
or-
time we always do a portal to the Feywild or something like that. So that's not a
Well,
first.
not every
so
time. I assume it's just been the
most
recent
times.
ones.
recent ones. I mean, we've done army, we've done trying to kill with plants, which got
Wait,
me
wait,
killed
wait.
every time. We've
So,
done so many other things. We've done drinking blood, which apparently is our go-to now. That's the only thing we can do.
Okay, please explain what the hell you're talking about in the first place. You are
We're-
literally mentioning 30 minutes.
Mothman wants to go somewhere, I forgot where, but he needs Julian's blood. Blossom Lady has the ability to reset the loop, like reset a certain time from a certain point to stop the Mothman from achieving what he wants.
Okay, wait. And
We've died so many times, and she has had to reset the loop so many times.
And we need a gate at one point, right?
Yes.
We need to
Okay,
go to
let
the
me go in.
Feywild.
Okay, let me go into
We
my
have
plan.
to access the Feywild.
Okay, let me go into that second year that we met before. He's currently trying to figure out how to open one, and we'll probably succeed soon. But we should.
Oh yeah, and Dorian's a cat.
Wait, what?